After getting my hands on the brand new character and getting to try the math out in real time, is this character everything that he is set out to be? Are we looking at the brand new broken character of Honkai Star Rail? Is there some weird things that you do or do not want to do with him? And what is his playstyle really going to be? And just how much does Hoyoverse want you to pull this character? Check it out and join me. We're looking at the new character, Jing Yuan. So
conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
This is interesting already. It's given us a tutorial on how Lightning Lord actually works. It has 60 base speed. You can increase the speed that it has as well as the damage it does using Jing's skills as well as ultimate ability. And you can kind of see that it starts off pretty slower than anything else really in the battle, because 60 base speed is real low, but it gives you the chance to build up stacks to make it do more damage and also sort of increase the speed of it as well. So because it's so slow, even with our Jing being at, what speed do we have here? Looks like about 136 speed. So we're a little bit over double the Lightning Lord's speed, which makes sense that we're going to lap it already due to the fact that it has 60 speed right now. But if we add 2 stacks, it's going to go up to 80 speed, and it eventually will be very hard for you to get bonus action points of this little buff that you see down here as a 3 on the Lightning Lord to make it do damage. So we're going to just use this ability. It wants us to do it. And you can see that we have 5 stacks of Lightning Lord already right now, meaning that it is at 110 speed. So it's a little bit slower than us. And we also have access to our ultimate right now that if we so chose to use it, would give us some bonus damage on our Lightning Lord as well, because we can make it go up to 8 stacks by activating the ult right now, or we can choose to hold it and wait for the Lightning Lord to reset at the bottom and then give it 3 additional stacks. So what we're gonna do right now, we're just gonna use this, and then we're gonna have Lightning Lord do an attack, and we're gonna activate the ultimate, which is gonna do more AoE damage. You can see that we're going to also increase the actions for our Lightning Lord by 3, so it's gonna go from 3 to 6 on that bar as well. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to increase the screen for you there to see, but you'll see it now. It's at 6 stacks, meaning that it's going to have additional speed and do additional damage when we get here. Now we can also activate our AoE one more time to add 2 additional stacks, and this is gonna finish off this wave for us. And if we defeat this enemy before the Lightning Lord goes, we're gonna have a very strong Lightning Lord for the next round. So we have the Lightning Lord here, and he's got his full 8 stacks still. And we can cap these out with our final ability, it looks like, to take it up to 10 stacks. That's every stack is 10 speed and bonus damage when the Lightning Lord takes his action. So we're just gonna sit through all of this stuff, and we're at 10 stacks, and traditionally we do have access to our ult, so we'd be able to use it to increase our stacks by an additional 3. But if you check your talent ability here, you can see that you are maxed out at 10 stacks. So in a situation like this, like we talked about before, this is a situation where you're going to want to hold this ability again. I'm already liking this gameplay play style, so we're just gonna let the Lightning Lord kind of do whatever it wants to do after we pop March's ultimate ability here. And this is going to be a big thing when you play this character, is knowing when to use your ult and add bonus stacks, or knowing when to hold that ult so you can build up Lightning Lord a little bit faster. There's also going to be a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a problem, but it's going to be something that pops up from time to time too, is that you can't truly control exactly when your Lightning Lord is going to be doing damage to everything in Honkai Star Rail. So you might not be able to get him to act during the correct buff durations on your Jing Yuan, or the debuffs on the enemy. Sometimes the debuffs will fall off and then Lightning Lord will go. Sometimes you'll be able to time it perfectly, and that's going to be up to you to try to make those things happen when building these different characters, so you can speed tune everything. But you can see 10 stacks is a lot of damage. Now we have our ult here, so we could drop our ult because he starts off at 3, get us to 6 immediately, and then use our skill if we desire to go all the way back up to 8 again. So he's going to be a very strong erudition character, because look at these multipliers on his abilities. Usually you have pretty low multipliers on a lot of things on an erudition character. It's gonna be 180. That's pretty good. And then the skill here at 8, I think it goes up to 10 is 100%, is a pretty sizable multiplier for an AoE skill. So even in single target situations, you have okay multipliers here, and then you have your ability of Lightning Lord that's doing 57% at talent level 8 for every stack that you have on him. So if you get this to 10 stacks, this is 570 mod for as a talent every single time the Lightning Lord takes his action. If you can get him up to 10 stacks, that's very, very powerful. And then not to mention the Lightning Lord is also going to be doing cleave damage based off of this to enemies around the target as well. So this could be a very large amount of damage in AoE, and it still is a pretty substantial amount of damage in single target. It's actually kind of crazy. Like Saylei's multiplier for her ultimate is 400 and something, almost 500. This is 570 if you get this to max stacks, and this is your talent. Now your ult and your AoE on your skill are a little weaker, but they're still decent with all three of these things combined. He does fantastic single target damage. If you're a big numbers nerd, check out some of the previous videos for that. But we also have access to his light cone here in this build. And this light cone is pretty great. Crit damage increase. We love to see that. Everyone's gonna be building crit chance, crit damage on this character and most erudition characters, period. You're gonna increase your skill and your ultimate damage, which is amazing. And then you're also going to increase follow-up damage. So this really buffs up skill, ultimate, and follow-up, as well as giving you crit damage. So this is an amazing thing. The only thing this doesn't directly buff is your basic, but even for basic attacks, you still have bonus crit damage. So this skill is crazy good for him because follow-up attacks, well, check it out. Lightning Lord is considered a follow-up attack. So Jing Yuan is going to be a crazy good character if you're looking for some solid damage, both single target as well as AoE. Like I said, some downsides I could see for him are going to be how and when you can time Lightning Lord to attack enemies, maybe when their shields are weakness broken, so you do more damage that way, or maybe when you have defense break on them with Pela. There's going to be some things that might not line up when you want them to line up with this character, and I don't think it makes the character vastly weaker or inferior or is like secretly trash or anything, but it's something that you're going to have to account for when you use him, because that's just going to make him that much stronger. You want to land these giant Lightning Lord hits when everything's defense broken. You want to get there with as many stacks as possible to make him a hit as hard as possible while you have your buffs. So he's going to have a little bit of a learning curve play pattern, like every character I think kind of does in this game for the most part. Comboing with Saylei, this is going to be learning how to use buffs and debuffs and timing all of your skills and abilities, because sometimes you're not going to want to speed up your Lightning Lord. You're going to want him a little bit slower so he lands at the right spot, and then you use your ultimate, and then you use your skill to get the most value and skill point efficiency out of your DPS character. I'm personally not going for him, even though he is this strong. I'm kind of already set for right now. I'm saving for some other future characters. Hopefully you get him if you want him though, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.